Good afternoon, my turtle ducks. Thank you for joining me with this very special tea. Today we have steamed honey milk tea and lemon lavender cookies. It's Ostara, also known as the vernal equinox. So it's the vernal equinox, but what does that mean? Officially, it means mid-spring. Remember that Embolic is the first day of spring. Ostara, however, is when spring really gets going. The weather is warmer, plants are starting to put out leaves and flowers, and birds are laying their first clutch of eggs for the year. As we move into spring and the weather warms up, it's a great time to move seedlings into beds and plant seeds that could not be started earlier or inside. If you started a paper seed goal at Embolic, have you made enough progress to add a little bud? If you are planting, you can also add goals here. Make little paper seeds, flowers, eggs, and butterflies, and either plant them with your seeds and seedlings or string them up around your garden or home for a colorful flare. Seeing those goals flutter around you may be enough to help remind you why you're working so hard. For physical goals and habits you want to start, make sure to give enough time for said goal or habit to make it past the seedling phase. Is there a new activity you want to try? Now is a great time to try new things. Try not to let any fears of not being good or not succeeding hold you back. I know very well how difficult it can be to stick to a new routine or continue with a hobby I'm not immediately good at. Try not to let being good become the reason you drop a hobby. If you don't enjoy it, feel free to stop. Just don't confuse frustration at a lack of proficiency with general disinterest. So seeds probably make sense as a symbol of Ostara, but what about eggs, butterflies, and rabbits? Well, eggs and rabbits are easy. They both symbolize new life. But butterflies? Well, Ostara is about both new life and new beginnings, and butterflies exemplify both of these concepts. A caterpillar quite literally ceases to be once inside the cocoon, and although it maintains the memories from its time as a caterpillar, it begins life as a totally new creature upon emerging. Now, while new starts are important, there's still plenty of maintenance work to be done in the spring around your perennials. As a result, Ostara is also a good time to tend existing relationships. All relationships in your life are important, from romantic to platonic and anything in between. So now is a good time to remind the people you hold dear that they are important. Spring is also a time for youth and the young, so don't let anyone stop you from having fun and playing. Whether you prefer solo games or playing with a community, play is immensely important for our mental health. Now is a great time to try a new form of play you've been thinking about. For seasonal games, there are so many egg-centered games that you could play a different one for every day in March. Now, what would a Sabbat celebration be without food? Let's go over some good choices for our themes. Here are some foods associated with Ostara: asparagus, eggs, honey, lamb, seafood, and spring onion. While you can of course make anything you like, here are some foods we always make for Ostara here at Baba's house: deviled eggs, hot cross buns, potato salad, and baked or fried fish. Well, that's about it for the basics. Thank you for coming. It's time I went out and started planting. I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, be kind, my turtle ducks, to others and to yourselves.